Any particular reason that you took up the communities that you took up? I mean, apart from, of course, they've not been really spoken about, like the famine or the Holocaust or the Notting Hill riots. But any other reason that you chose these particular communities to speak about?
No, I just felt that they were the compelling reasons were these were the big massacres that happened, and and just wanted to highlight by joining hands with people so that we can pass our message. We can highlight the suffering. I mean, the Holocaust, what happened to Helga. I mean, when I did the research on it, and when I was reading it, I actually, to be honest with you, I was depressed for a few days. I had to go to the gym to get in the shape and to walk a lot to get out of that mode. And as your great actor, Mr. Dilip Kumar, he used to do sad roles in Bollywood, as you may know him, and he had to have some challenges as well in order to overcome that. I
Oh,
I
that's
it was quite tough to write about stuff, especially Bengal famine and Holocaust. I felt that, and obviously, burning of houses in Notting Hill, which now happens to be one of the most leafy and expensive suburbs of London. So things change with time, but it was quite, it affects you. You write something, then it affects you, and then you are in your own thinking for a couple of days. What exactly was this that we try to discuss and try to write about? And I think it was really quite daunting. At times I did feel down and I had to cheer myself up.
it actually is. Since you mentioned that, it is a process, it's a journey you take on, and it can impact you many ways without you realizing it, actually. I mean, as you mentioned, Dilip Sahab, when he was doing I mean, he was called the tragedy king when he did those movies that he did, and he was so good with his emotions. But then he had to take a break. He was told to do some comedy films as a therapy, and that's when he did Ram or Sham, and he did Kohinoor, which were like
Yeah,
comedy movies. And I think I have brought back home many characters like that, and I didn't know why I was crying when I came back. I just did a film on marital rape, and I came back home and I was howling, and I didn't realize why I was howling. I mean, I've been here enough to just keep the character away, but sometimes you just bring it back. So I can imagine when you're writing about three women who've gone through like a lot of stuff vis-a-vis their men in their life and suffered a lot and still been winners and emerged winners. It is a story that you travel with, you hold hands with it. And
absolutely. But I really like your role in what's the movie that was on Bhag? What was that?
Bhag Live.
Farhan Akhtar. Yeah, I thought you played brilliant in that. You were
Thank
exceptionally
you.
good. And
That again was, I think, a story about a woman which is very different from me, because it was somebody who doesn't really speak. She was
right.
always expressing through her tears, be it happiness or be it sadness in her life or
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
all
yeah,
emotions through the tears. I
yeah.
actually had no dialogues in the film, so
Yes, I know. But I was reading about your extract about your wonderful book that you've written, and you are an empowered lady in India and empowered by your mother. And I was very privileged to have spoken to you as well, and we rehearsed yesterday. So it's amazing. You are a
thank you.
model for not only for Ludhiana, but I'd say all of Punjab. The
Shukriya.
girls watching out there should follow into your footsteps. You've done really well.